I bet you never thought you'd hear that intro again. Hi guys, welcome to the final episode of British Girl in Boston. As you can see, I'm not in Boston anymore. I'm back in London, and again, I'm literally in a field. Love that for me. But I thought I would do a final episode just to tie things up and update you guys. I missed you. I'm literally gonna go into like gremlin mode for this. I just washed my hair, so I don't want my scalp to be, oh, this looks crazy. Okay, maybe we have to go like full gremlin mode for this. There we go. Perfect. And I literally like wrote down some notes because I'm gonna forget some things. The last time I updated was day 40, which I can't remember the exact date anymore. Oh wait, let me, is the sky? I can't remember the exact date anymore, but I'll literally like put the date here of when the last one was. Today is 26th of August and I've been back home for just about a week, and so much recovering, I was so sleep deprived, like so sleep deprived. So I was just catching up with sleep, catching up with friends, which has been so nice. Randomly also reuniting with people who I haven't seen for like 5/6 years type of thing, which is literally crazy. Also, I look so funny right now, like I look like a toe. There we go. Nah, this is crazy. Okay, anyway, let me come close. So I put some bullet points down because I thought I might forget a few things, but I thought I would update you guys on the rest of my time there, give a little run through as always for these British Girl in Boston episodes, and then for the final bit maybe do like some reflections, things that I feel like I took away from the experience, and then I have a little treat at the end as well, something from the archives, guys. Okay, so where do we start? From the last time I filmed my video, I remember I mentioned that Amelia was gonna come visit, and she did, and it was so good. And I feel like obviously aside from it being so nice for like catching up and like having Amelia there, Amelia's literally one of my bestest friends, so it was so crazy. We're like, ah, not us in Boston. What was cool was that she is like much more into history and that type of thing, so, and obviously Boston is such a historical hub, and so she was able to like go explore and like enjoy those things. I feel like I was like living vicariously through her, and obviously a lot of the times we were also hanging out, but if I was like at work doing my internship or things like that, she went and had a little explore, which was so cute. And I thought that was very nice because I wish I was more of a history person, but it's just not my cup of tea. So I'm so glad that she got to have an explore, and that was really cute. What else did I put? So yeah, I brought her to one of the boat parties, which was so cute, and obviously catching up and everything. And we had such a cute beach day as well. Oh my god, that was honestly one of my, like, I don't know, like I just love the beach so much, full stop. But also when we went to the one in Boston, I just love that it's on like the blue line, the one that ends at a stop called Wonderland, which is so cute. And going there with Amelia as well, it was so nice. Went for a swim. It was pretty cold, but I just love going for a swim, to be honest. Oh yeah, so we also had a Saltire scholarship event, so that's with the program that I was actually going to the internship with. They're called Entrepreneurial Scotland. Shout out to them, literally changed my life. So through that program, it's like the Saltire scholarship program. I can't like get over how funny I look, by the way. I was giving like Teletubby. But I'm like, look, the catch up needs to be in gremlin mode. Like it just needs to be. My hair is washed and it's kind of cold on my scalp, so yeah. But beep bop. Yeah, so we had an event, and it was kind of like getting a lot of the host companies, obviously us as Saltire scholars, and then the people who we were hosted by, but also like potential future people who would like partner with the program. And it's about like raising awareness, that type of thing. And some people like had their speeches talking about the program, and it was really cool just to be reminded of like what a cool thing this was and is. And I think that the time that I joined like this year's cohort, it's like the biggest cohort that we had, hence the 195, hence the fundraiser challenge that I just did. But it's really cool because I feel like around my year as well, this year, it very much like picked up a little bit, and I think it's going to become a more well-known thing. So that's really cool, and I love that for them. I'm so glad that I've discovered it and I saw the email at the right time, because this opportunity completely changed my brain chemistry and was crazy. So that event was a cute moment to be reminded of the vision, and those people made speeches. And at the start, when I arrived as well, I arrived with like my boss there with my company, and also Paloma as well, because that day I worked at the NTS office in person. And I went in, and the guy who was hosting it was like, "Hey Maggie, like yeah, do you mind doing like a 60-second speech?" I was like, sure. Like so he was like, yeah, we just like kind of picked the people, and I think he said it was done by whoever handed in like the reflection piece on time. So I was like, yeah, I'm happy to do that. So that was fun, and my boss got a photo of me. Thank you, shout out Craig. He got a picture of me doing my little speech, and that was very cute. So a bit of networking as well, I guess. And there was food, which I literally beeline to the food, guys. Like, nobody was touching the food, and I went to the bartenders and I was like, hey, do you know if we can have the food? And they were like, yeah, it's for you, it's for you. I was like, is there a reason why like people aren't like opening the things? And they were like, no, I think everyone's just like, you know, shy or like going for the drinks first. But I didn't drink, so I was like, let me go to the food right now. So that was good. And then that was, I believe it was on a Wednesday. Yeah, it was on a Wednesday. And then Friday we went to New York, baby. Oh my goodness, me, Jessica and Paloma, we went to New York, and it was so much fun. I feel like even the whole time for the trip, obviously from like planning it to being on the morning, on the day, about to travel to the trip, we were literally like, not us going to New York. New York is literally like one of the most famous places in the world, and this was my first time in America. So I was like, this is quite crazy. Actually, this is quite crazy. We went from Friday morning, we traveled, got there around like lunchtime or noon, and then we were there until Sunday, got back Sunday evening. And that was, we packed a lot into that trip. I like will forget now like exactly obviously what we did on each day, but it was so much fun. Like, we had a really good explore, and the food was a lot better than like Boston food and everything. But that was really cool. It was an adventure, and I really loved going with Jessica and Paloma. We also met the other two Saltire scholars who were based in New York doing their internship there. So we had hosted them in Boston a couple weeks prior. That was really fun. That was when we had like the karaoke event and everything. And then this time, tables have turned. We were in New York. But New York was crazy. I feel like it has, I mean, this is my experience with America already, but it's definitely a place where I felt like, okay, shit is happening here. Like, it is happening, and it's quite wacky. But it was a really good time. And then after New York, oh yeah, okay, so I love how in my notes I literally just wrote NYC, and the only thing I wrote on it was surreal. Okay, yeah, so then the weekend after that we moved into the Airbnbs that we were staying in. So I had my final like 2 weeks in the Airbnb. I say I because I arrived like 1 week later for the program, because of like there was like visa delays and like things like that. And basically we were staying in like student accommodation for the first 8/9 weeks for the others, and that was really fun. It was like northeastern accommodation. I did a little like time lapse of me like packing it all up, and that was really fun. It was like really really close to everything. The orange line was like right across the road. Work was a couple stops away, and it literally felt so fake. I was like, not us in the Game of Life board game right now. That was really nice to stay there, except the beds weren't that comfortable, and I literally feel like I was sleep deprived for my like whole time there, but that's just because I also struggle with sleep quite a lot. And then we moved to the Airbnb. The Airbnb was further out, but they were nice Airbnbs, and I feel like for me personally as well, it was like the perfect end to the internship experience, because the final 2 weeks, I feel like from being further out and in the suburbs of America, like obviously even having that experience was like cute moment, like check that off the bucket list, but it kind of made me have a bit more like downtime, like space to breathe. I was able to like FaceTime my friends more and like that whole thing. And also I feel like my brain was more creative, like the ideas were coming in, is because I had a moment to actually slow down. And it actually kind of felt like, and in a, obviously this is, I guess, maybe not objectively good or bad, but it kind of felt like COVID isolation times, like the experience that I had at least. And also, side note, the field that I'm in right now is like this big airdrome. Oh my god. Okay, there were literally like cows nearby, and I didn't realise, but they've moved really close. Wait, can you see them in the camera? Oh my god, it's so sunny that I literally can't see if you can see it on camera. Am I blocking it? I really hope you can see the cows right now. I got so shook, like I actually got so shook. Okay, you are actually about to witness my slight descent into madness, because guys, I actually had the fear. Like in my brain, I kept flicking between are they going to charge towards me? And then being like, no, they're probably like well-behaved cows. And my brain just kept flicking between the two, but I was kind of scared. And I feel like it doesn't come across on camera how big they were and how like close up they actually were. They kind of look tiny on camera, but I decided to keep it in for your entertainment. I was like, I won't cut this. But yeah, I literally was just also so enjoying being in the flow of filming the video. And it's literally like Mags, like maybe escape. It's giving literally no survival skills. I was gonna show them at the end of the video, but I guess they wanted to make appearance now. Okay guys, like, not me right next to the cows. Nah, I'm actually slightly... Guys, I'm actually like, oh my god. Nah, he's looking right at me. He's like, guys. Okay, I think you can see them. Listen, I'm just gonna carry on, but I might need to move. I'm a bit nervous. Okay, anyway, so what was I even talking about? I literally got distracted by the car. New York, oh, Airbnb. Okay, so it was like replicating COVID times, and this airdrome that I'm in, no, guys, I'm sure they're harmless, but I'm like kind of nervous because they're kind of coming close. This video is just like you watching me suffer. I don't even know if I'm gonna cut this bit out, but hi if I didn't. Ah! Okay, so anyway, I should probably just move because it's kind of distracting, but I like this space and I'm in my flow state. Oh my god, he's like proper looking at me, guys. Oh my god. I literally still can't see if you can actually see, but I'm like pointing in that direction, so I'm sure it's fine. Okay, so this airdrome, sorry, this is like the third time I'm saying this, but this airdrome that I'm like literally looking at the cow as if I'm speaking to the cow, but I'm just keeping my eye in case it comes really close. But this airdrome is actually where I went a lot of the times when I would like force myself into waking up really. Guys, it's... No. I don't understand if it's like coming towards me or like what. I'm so scared. Nah. It's coming so close, guys. But I really don't want to move from this. I'm nervous. Surely these cows would be harmless. Oh my god, I'm actually so scared. I think it's okay. I think it's okay. Okay, this video is literally like so long already. Anyway, oh my god, oh my god. Okay, it's turning away. Guys, I don't know if you can actually see how close this is. Okay, I think I can see the silhouette now and it's like less sunny. Okay. Guys, I'm nervous. Oh my god, I don't want to move from this spot. Okay, yeah, so during COVID, I'm just going to carry on and just look at the cow because I'm just going to wait until it like maybe goes a bit further away. But anyway, so this airfield is where I would go during COVID when I would force myself to like wake up really early, because my routine at first, it was like a bit, so I was like, nah, we have to change this. And I did go through the whole like alpha male, like personal development, like wake up at 5 a.m, like whole thing. I actually worked really well with my brain. And I would wake up in the morning and I would come to this field, and because it's like so open, the sunrise would be gorgeous and it would be so pretty. And yeah, so that is kind of like, yeah, I can't concentrate because of the cow and it's coming so close. Nah, guys, I'm like holding my tripod right now, I'm gonna cry. Nah, surely, guys. Oh my god, imagine if I just uploaded this video like no cuts, no nothing. This is so chaotic. Like last time with my other British girl in Boston videos, it was the, oh my god, it's windy now, oh my god, this is so last time with my British girl in Boston videos, it has something around its like neck as well, like little drip moment, but it kind of keeps like whirring, and I'm hoping that means like it's telling it that it's going a bit far. But I don't understand, like, is it coming close to me or is it because like the grass is like nice here? Okay, I'm not sure guys, but it's right here. It's right here. Okay, anyway, so I'm literally just standing up, like I look so crazy. Oh my god. Okay, I'm harmless, I promise. Okay, anyway, so when I was in the Airbnb, it was cool because when I actually got that moment of like downtime and slowing down, I felt like more creative ideas were flowing in. And obviously I will not reveal all of them now, but it was nice because I was trying to think of an idea for like the fundraiser as well. I was like, what do I do? And I also really wanted the clips of like what I used for my application to be out there somewhere. Sorry, not out there somewhere, as in like I wanted to do something with it on my YouTube channel just to have it like there. But I wasn't sure what to do, and then I was like, oh my god, I love this. Can you hear that beeping sound? That's the beeping sound on like the cow. Okay, it's like kind of going away, guys. Listen, it was tired of my yapping.
A few moments later.
Okay, it's all alright, it's all alright. My, like, it wasn't even fight or flight response. I was just like, no, but I want to stay here. That's okay. The cows, like, they wanted to make an appearance. They wanted to say hi to YouTube. So I wanted those videos to go somewhere, and it was perfect because obviously 5 videos and 5 days of the working week, and each of those days I was doing something for the fundraiser. And it was quite nice as well because practicing those 5, oh my god, I'm stressed, guys. Okay, practicing those like showing up every day was a big thing for me, and I feel like a lot of the YouTube journey as well, like during my time in Boston, obviously even the British girl in Boston, was to practice like my confidence on camera and just get as much practice as I could, because guys, I just love making videos so much, and it means so much to me, and there's definitely so much room for me to grow, especially to the point where I want to close that gap between like you know, how I'm able to be on camera and like speak on camera, and also like my real life personality, not in a way where it's like I'm like different or fake, but it's just like, it's literally like the Schrodinger's cat thing, where it's like as soon as you know that was like being perceived, it's like but I want to practice being on camera and then closing that gap so I can just be myself, so I can just be me and like do my thing and like create the things that I want to create, because I love it so much. That was like such a scramble train of thought, because there was like so much going on, and there was like people around, and there was like, there's like planes flying and the cows and just chaos basically. Anyway, let me regather my thoughts. So Airbnb, that was good. I feel like for me personally as well, I had like the 8 weeks in the dorms and then the 2 weeks in the Airbnb, which was really, really nice. Like the 8 weeks, really chaotic and a bunch of spinning plates, but I was learning so much, and it was like what was needed. Like it was great. But it did feel a bit like, oh my god, there's so much going on like constantly. And then the final 2 weeks slowed down a little bit, and it was perfect. Like it was exactly what I needed. So yeah, what else have I written for updates? I think that's what I've mainly written for updates. So that was like, I guess, things that had happened since my last video to this point. And I wanted to talk a tiny bit about reflections on my time in America. So I guess to begin, I absolutely loved my time in America, and it really changed my life, like genuinely. It's like so crazy, and I think it obviously is cliche because everyone's like, oh my god, like I went abroad and it changed my life, but it really did. And obviously I had a taste of that when I went to Melbourne for my study abroad. Crazy. Still haven't processed that one. It's been like a year, and have not even processed that I went to America. But yeah, and of course there were also like trials and tribulations, because I am a mental illness girly, and so there was a lot of challenges as well, but it's all part of the process, and I'm learning so much more to just grow around that, and also lean into all of the different aspects, whether they be like good or bad, because I feel like I've learned like nothing is objectively good or bad. Like it's just stuff is happening, and it's just all chaotic and messy, but in the best way. What reflections have I written down? So this is so like, my brain is so chaotic right now. Like the cows really like got me shook. But we love it. Okay, so yeah, I guess one of the things that I wrote, but that's not the first thing I want to talk about. I guess maybe I'll start with the fact that I felt like, obviously I was there for my internship, and I was interning with a really awesome company. They are a tech marketing company, and their niche is like alcoholic beverages, and they recently signed a deal with the largest alcoholic distributor in the whole of the US. So that's why they've got their like America branch, like scale up side of things, and I was able to really get the behind the scenes of all of that, and that was so cool. And obviously I was interning to the CEO of the company. Crazy this shit is crazy. And that was awesome, just to get like the insight and be like really up close to it all, like literally in the meetings of like leadership meetings, getting really privileged access. So I'm like forever grateful. I'm like, I promise it's not wasted on me. I learned so much, and I'm excited to bring forward like things I learned from both this, my study abroad, my uni experience, forward to what I'm going to go on to next. But yeah, obviously during that process as well, getting really up close and like learning about the business world, learning about the world of work, I feel like I just learned in the best way that everyone's just human. Everyone is literally just trying to figure it out. And yeah, it's this idea of like, you know, why not me? Why not you? Like we've got a brain, and everyone is literally just human figuring out. Like even the people who are like in these really crazy, like amazing high up positions, everyone is just a human figuring it out. And there's things that everyone doesn't know. And also I think it reaffirmed that idea that like you're never gonna be ready, but then seeing like the really cool side of that, which is just like then there's not gonna be so much difference between waiting like a couple years or starting now. I mean, I kind of feel that a bit with this video, because I feel like my previous mindset, I wouldn't really have uploaded this, but the cows, that was kind of funny. So we love that. But yeah, and then the other thing that I wrote down was like never thinking small. I really felt this from my experience from like, I think it's also because obviously London and like England is my hometown and where I grew up. So when I'm away from it, it does feel like I'm exposing myself to like new ideas, new cultures, new mindset. But that might be the same for people who like come to London, for example. But for me, when I was in America, I really felt like there was this sense of just going for things and like working really hard towards chasing dreams, thinking big. And there was this collaborative energy as well, like kind of instead of people trying to like make people feel weird for doing different things, it was kind of like people just supporting each other. And I even felt it through like the Uber drivers that I met. So many of them were doing Uber and also starting their own business, which was really cool. So I thought that was really exciting, and some of them had talked about moving here a couple years ago, their experience with it, which really like resonated with me and the experiences that I was having, and picking up creative hobbies that they had never really considered before. I met this really cool Uber driver who he said that, you know, since coming to Boston, some of his friends that he had met inspired him to literally just like pick up a camera and start photography. And he never even held a camera before. So I feel like that was really cool. And obviously I very much relate, because growing up being very much like in STEM, which I love, by the way, like I love that I was and still am a maths girly at heart, but it's kind of holding both those aspects, like the STEM analytical side, that, you know, being a girl boss, and also being able to honor like the creative endeavors and seeing them. I've started like since going to Boston seeing that side as not only just as important and valued, but to me at least like sometimes even more valuable. But I just love like that I've been more in touch with my creative side, and obviously YouTube is a big side of that. And I have some exciting stuff coming out as well, which I was working on outside my time of the internship, just being in Boston, and I'm so excited for you guys to see that. And I know I've like kind of hinted it at other videos as well, but I promise it is like coming soon, and it's been in the works for a while, and I am absolutely buzzing. What else have I written in my notes? Yeah, I think I've covered like most of what I have said in my notes, but ultimately I think that going to Boston and my experience there in the 10 weeks I spent, it made me feel like I was being brought closer to myself, and that's what's important. And I feel like really excited because I have this feeling which I haven't like felt in a while, where I'm so excited that this feels like it's just the beginning, and I'm excited for the future, and I'm buzzing for things that I just really want to bring my ideas to life and create them. And yeah, that's one of the biggest things. It also made me like, I think all of these together, like, you know, seeing like everyone's just human, and also this idea of like, you know, there's spaces where certain things that, you know, I was like bullied for in the past would be appreciated and supported, and actually like people want to like do things together and collaborate on things. It made me believe in myself more. Yay! So yeah, I left Boston believing in myself more. I'm feeling like I got a lot closer to Oh, there's this really good quote. So I have mentioned this in a previous video, but I read this book, The Alchemist, by, I'm going to butcher the name, so I apologize. I think it's Paulo Coelho. And there's this one quote, again, I'm going to butcher it, so I'm also going to put it like right here, but it's about, maybe the journey isn't about becoming something, it's about unbecoming everything that we were told to be, but is not really our true selves. And it was so cool, like, reading this book through my internship journey of being in Boston, because I feel like I was experiencing a lot of that and putting it into practice and trying to put it into practice, and that was really exciting. So I definitely feel like that was a big quote that represents a lot of my experience in America. And two other quotes that stuck out to me. One is seeing a lot of people who were very inspiring in the internship and also outside the internship that I met and trying to put into practice, the quote of feel the fear and do it anyway. And I think a really nice recent thing as well is seeing like Miley Cyrus being I don't know what the word is, like appointed as a Disney legend. Shout out Miley Cyrus, shout out Hannah Montana, icon. And like she made a whole speech about it, saying like, you know, legends are also scared too, but the difference is like, you know, they try and do it anyway. Like they feel that fear, they feel the nervousness and the vulnerability and everything. And I really loved that. I thought that was so cool, and it was such like seeing that speech was a little nod to the things that I had seen and tried, like thought about a lot whilst I was in America. So that was a big thing. And the second thing kind of slips my mind now. No, I need to lock in because I should have wrote this down. I really should have. Feel the fear and do it anyway. And there was another thing as well. I will probably think of it later and be like very annoyed with myself. But no, it was super cool. I feel like had a lot of fun, and yeah, America is a very like, it's definitely a really interesting, crazy place, and I'm so glad that I went. And all my life growing up as well, like, you know, if you like, all my friends know me, who know me like know this, that always when I was younger I always had like a draw to like go to America and visit America. It was probably because I, you know, felt like everything in the media, not everything, but lots of things in the media, like TV shows, movies, like music, it was from American artists and based in America. And it's so crazy that I've had this experience like fresh out of university. I've always wanted to travel, but I thought that it would be a lot later in life. And so I feel so grateful that I've gotten to go to Melbourne, I've gotten to go to America, and yeah, it is really, 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 really crazy. And I promise I'm gonna keep working my ass off. But yeah, so the way that I wanted to finish this video actually was, I just before going to America, I actually found in my old videos, this unlisted videos in the archives, and it is a video of 16-year-old me in my bedroom, and I'm applying to the Sutton Trust US program. And I can't remember like the exact details of it, but essentially it's a program which helps students apply to American universities, and like helps and it's like UK students. So it is a summer school program, so you like go and stay like in person to unis like MIT, Harvard, that type of thing, which, oh my god, all in Boston, love. But you have that program, and then they help you understand things about like the application process for American universities. Obviously I didn't end up getting it at the end, but all worked out for the best, because number one, I love St. Andrews. Like there was no university in the whole wide world that was more suited to me than like going to St. Andrews. Wouldn't have studied abroad, wouldn't have done my specific joint degree that I really ended up loving and was perfectly suited to me. Wouldn't have literally gone to Boston because this opportunity was also like, it's partially funded by the university that you go to in Scotland. But I thought it was so cute because when I came across it, like I literally, it's been in my archives for a really long time, but I clicked on it just before going to America and I was like, what? Oh my God, like this is literally me saying I really want to go to America and have that whole experience. And so I had the idea in my head, I was like, okay, when I finish this American experience, I'm gonna put it on the internet. I don't know how, I don't know in what form. And this is the form, in the British Girl in Boston series. So I hope you enjoy the video. It is 60 on me. Obviously a heads up that some things, I didn't even remember saying certain things, and like I was like, why did I say that? Why did I say that like that? But I thought it'd be cute, and it is a little homage to the whole vision. The fact that I literally just got back from America. It was an insane experience. I already obviously, like, growing up and wanting to go, I already knew that I would really like love it, and there were things that I learned from it which I couldn't even have imagined. So here's to that, and here is 16-year-old me with my dreams to go to America. I hope you enjoy. I really thank you so much for being even a part of this journey. Thanks for making it to this part of the video. I hope you we really had a moment there with the cows. I appreciate that we experienced that together. But thank you so much for watching. Thank you for supporting. I'm so excited for what I'm gonna like come out with videos and create. There's so much that I'm excited for. There's so many ideas that I have, and I will also tell you what I am doing next because I've hinted it so many times on my YouTube channel, but I don't think I've actually said it yet. But obviously you will know, and I'm gonna make videos for that. So yeah, just thank you so much, and I'm sending you so much love. I hope you have a lovely day. Thanks for listening to me yapping, and I hope you enjoy this video. Okay, bye.
Hi, my name's Margaret Wu, and most of my friends call me Maggie. I used to live in North London, and I moved to South London when I was 8 years old. I live with my mum, dad and my younger sister. The rest of my family all live in China, and I'm really excited to see them again at the end of March. I'm 16 years old and I currently attend King's College London Mathematics School, the school of my dreams. I took my GCSEs at Wellington High School for Girls, and I wasn't looking to change for sixth form until one of my friends told me about this school that she thought would be the absolute perfect fit for me. At first I was a little sceptical, as the school was very specialised. Everyone took maths, further maths, physics and economics or computer science. It was also quite a small school with 140 students, 70 in each year. But as I carried out more research and went to visit it on the open evenings and taster days, I absolutely fell in love with it. And with my self-motivation, I was so determined to get through the competitive process of the application, entrance exam and interview. Having attended the school for just over a term now, I am so happy that I took this opportunity. I've met so many new friends and I love the tight-knit community and how the environment is so conducive to learning. The school is in central London, so I do have the joys of the notorious Southern Railway every day, but to me it's worth it. At the beginning of the year, I had the idea to create Stretch It Out Club, a warm-up for Friday sports. This club still runs every Friday lunchtime, along with the help of a few other friends. I also go to Origami Club and occasionally attend Board Games Club and Singing Club. Other ways in which I've got involved in my school is helping out at open evenings, organising our form's charity event, and next week I'm helping out with the admissions interviews for the new cohort of students. It's so exciting and crazy to think that this time last year I was in the exact same position as them. Every Monday and Thursday I go to ballet lessons, and this is a great outlet for me for all my energy and also a nice opportunity to relax and socialise with some of my friends outside of school. All my life, I've enjoyed taking new and exciting opportunities. I love to get out of my comfort zone for the potential of life-changing experiences. One example of this is, of course, changing sixth forms. I went from a carefree 15-minute car share to commuting to central London every day and joining a school which I knew no one from. And now I consider it to be one of the best decisions I've ever made. As soon as I heard about the Sutton Trust US program, I did some further research into it and soon realised I'd have to be absolutely crazy not to give the application my best shot. Studying in America has always been an ongoing possibility for me, and if I were to be selected for this program, it would make my dream an even more likely possibility. I would like to get the opportunity to really get a taste of American higher education and learn more about the application process, along with meeting new people that are on the same boat as me. Thank you to Sutton Trust, as this is such an amazing idea for students just like me. From my research into a few of the colleges, the one that I thought was most suited for me was Connecticut College. As I did more research into it, with watching videos of the students talking about the college, it was so clear to me that it had a strong balance between academic, athletic and the arts, which is all of the things that I absolutely love, and I would like to keep the variety of my interests when I go to uni. It was also very clear that a lot of the aspects that I love from my sixth form shone through with this college. For example, the students were in no doubt so passionate about the school that they went to, and it seemed to be a really nice, tight-knit community. This is why I think it would be well suited for me. Thank you for taking the time to watch my interview for the Sutton Trust US program. Bye.
Shout out to 16-year-old Maggie. She would have loved British Girl in Boston. I thought I'd end this video by saying goodbye to the cows. Bye, cows.